Recently, I've really needed sugarcane, and that's the farm I have. So I'm gonna build this massive farm. Is it unnecessarily big? Probably, but we'll never have to worry about sugarcane again. To build it, we're gonna need dirt, redstone, leaves, wood, iron, and there, we got everything. Here we are, we're in the middle of the ocean, and this is where the farm's gonna be. Now let me show you how big I'm gonna make it. I'm making it 100 blocks by 100 blocks. In the center, we need to fill it with dirt. We filled it all up with dirt. Now the next step for us to do is we have to place leaves every 4 blocks on each line of the dirt, and I'll show you what that looks like. And now we're done with all 4. What we do with this now is we just repeat this pattern over and over again. I actually messed up because there's an extra 5th line that we missed. Anyways, we're gonna do this in the form of a time lapse. That took much longer than expected. What we're going to do now is place water in each of the leaves. We placed in all the water in all of the leaves so that when we're ready we can just go in and place in the sugarcane. What we're going to do now is we're going to outline the dirt with just some spruce wood and then go up and make it a little box. There, we're done with the outline. What we need to do now is we just need to go around to the corner and place 5 blocks up. And then we need to do this on every corner. There, we have created the 4 pillars. What we're going to do now is we're going to go on the highest layer and create a ring around. Well, I was in the middle of the time lapse, but it's night and I don't want to die. Let's continue with that. And there, we are done with the box. To actually finish the box, what we got to do is we've got to place glass all through this wall here and the wall directly across, but not here and here because we're going to want the flying machine to go through. We got the first wall done, now just the second. This is the most basic level of what the farm's gonna look like with the building outside. I don't know if I want to keep it like this, but so far it's all I can think of. The next thing we're gonna build is the flying machines that'll go from over here to here. I'm just gonna start off placing glass because if we have a slime block here, then it's gonna collide with this and then it's gonna start moving. Place 9 blocks. Place the sticky piston, place the other one, and another 10 blocks. Just realized I built this one 1 block too forward. Gotta take it down. There, we're back to where we were. We place in the observers. And there, that is our flying machine. They're pretty easy to make. Now we just gotta do that 4 more times. Got the second. The third. The fourth. And the 5th. And actually, like before, we got to put a glass block over here. The next thing we need to build is the return system. We need to go to this block here and just walk forward all the way so we can find out where we're building it over there. Now that we are over here, we need to start placing the blocks. Alright, so if we needed to stop here, we're gonna have to have blocks out like this. That this is where the redstone's gonna be. A normal piston here, then an observer next to it, and yep, that's the wrong way. They place the observer, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna take repeater out of here and into here. That when a block gets detected, shortly after, it goes. Then to actually stop it, all we need is just an obsidian. Let's go back and actually see if this will work. I need to place an obsidian back there just in case. So let's see. All I have to do is place block here, and there it goes. It's almost there. Let's see. Does it stop and return? It does. Now all we need to do is just build this simple thing just 4 more times across all of this. And that all of the return systems are now in place and they should be working. We'll test that in a bit though. We need to link up every flying machine to one button so that we can test it all at the same time instead of having to individually go to each flying machine. And also it'll save time later. So I'm just going to follow this system I already have built. The line is built and so is the pistons. We just need to put in the redstone and we're good. There, we got the redstone. Now we just put in repeaters, make sure everything's gonna be good. There, it's all in place. I actually don't have anything for a button, so we're gonna have to go dive down for some stone. Here, we can test this. After we press this, it's all gonna get sent off. Let's hope nothing breaks. Let's see. and it looks like they are all returning. Everything is working very well. I've run into a bit of an issue. I'm in a test world right now, and what I wanted to find out is how to actually light up the build, because we can't place it underneath because we're gonna have our storage systems there with minecarts going across, and we can't place the block on top, just a couple blocks up, because I don't want it to look like that. Can't place a block here because when the flying machine comes along, I'll actually show you this. The flying machine gets stuck and then it won't move. So we can't place glowstone there as a light source. Can't place a torch either because, hear that? Doesn't place on leaves. So I don't know what to do. I thought of something. We're gonna use glow lichen. You know the annoying thing you always think of diamonds? Well, actually might be useful here. And my theory was correct. It is working. It doesn't get attached to this, meaning we'll actually be able to stop mobs from spawning. I put the glow lichen on the leaves and I put torches up here so no mobs will be able to spawn. The next thing we need to figure out is how we're going to collect all of the items. I added a track underneath the build for a minecart to go through so we can see how much it collects, because there's a chance that it will overfill and we'll have more than we need. Should be good to test now. By the end of one line across, it had half of the hopper filled. And it got filled up before it reached the end. But just looking, it looks like it collected everything on the line, which is good. Just that little bit at the end. I upgraded the line by adding this system here so that the minecart can get rid of the items on this end and also the other end, so we can save all of the items. Now we just need a test to see if it actually works properly and if we need to make any changes or not, and then we can put it across every single line. We've tested it and it does work next to each other. I couldn't copy and paste it to all of them because the rails just got all messed up, but next to each other it does work and there's no problem, so we should be able to go and build it. I decided to expand it all the way anyways, so let's just see how it works. The whole thing's working pretty good. I even added these blast furnaces so that way we don't lose as much sugarcane, because if you saw how it was before, sugarcane was just flying all the way off the edge here and getting stuck on top of the honey, so we were losing stacks. Here we go, the most annoying thing. We have everything in this ender chest in all the shulker boxes, and we just need to build all of that. It's gonna take us a long time, but we really need to get it done. We've built the very end of the rails, so that way we're going to build the front next, and then all we have to do is just connect it up, which should be easy and we don't have to worry about messing it up. We've built the other end over here, so now what we're going to do is we just got to go underneath here, make a line of blocks, connect up the rails, and just do that for every single one. And then we're done, or almost done. I built it all, everything, even all the rails. I put levers underneath it as well, so it's all powered. All of the rails are done. For the last thing, we just need to figure out how all of it's going to get stored, and I reckon what we're going to do is we're going to just place a dropper underneath, connect this up to a water stream, and just have everything get collected into one big storage system. We built a system so that way, when items get in the dropper, they immediately just get taken out and sent in this water stream, and this water stream goes all the way across over here to this storage system. Now we just need to test this, see how it works. Make sure everything's okay. I tested it, it's working great. I even changed this up a bit because I just didn't look good. And also this way, this will mean we'll never run out of storage at all. Now we just need to go and build this, and it shouldn't take too long. It should be quite simple. I got everything in these 3 shulker boxes, so we're just gonna build it all. It's very close to being complete. What we need to do now is just place ice so we can get the water so the items can actually move. Now we're so close to being done. All we gotta do is we just gotta use the blast furnaces to create a wall across here and here to stop us from losing sugarcane. We got this side all built, now just this side. The last thing we need to do is just place sugarcane on the dirt. So we're just gonna go back to my base, get as much sugarcane as we can, and just bring it back here. We don't have that much sugarcane, but we're gonna see how far it gets us. It got us this much sugarcane, and we need this much sugarcane. And I also decided to put in the minecart hoppers, so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna keep this running. As soon as it grows, send the machine off, place the sugarcane, and do that over and over again. We are done. We've built everything. The farm is complete. But what we're gonna do is we're just gonna leave this until it gets the max height that it can grow to, and we're gonna harvest it just to see how much we can get. It's all grown, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna send this off and I'll show you how much we get. It's all harvested, and in these chests we got a lot of sugarcane. And it's just these starting chests, we got even more. Continuing on. If you like watching this video, you're gonna like this one, where I build the International Space Station and make an XP farm.